Where do you record on the Skype?
Bottom right, there's a plus sign, and then
Ah,
click on it, and it says start recording.
there we go. Look at that.
Mm, there you go, man. Learn something new right there.
I like it. All right, all right.
So,
Okay, anyway, so yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself.
so raised entrepreneur, 28 years old, and pretty much I run a YouTube channel called Reyes Entrepreneur where I teach people how to start small businesses just to make some extra income, and I've done vending machines, eBay, shirts. Right now, before this, I was doing Postmates. I was driving around delivering food, and after this interview, I'm gonna go back to do that. And that's pretty
That's
much it,
awesome.
man. That's my thing. My whole mission is trying to educate people. I'm not trying to give people fish. I'm trying to teach people how to fish so they could be financially independent or at least make a couple $100 a month.
That's awesome. So I'm actually doing the. Do you know who Jeff Rose is by chance?
Jeff Rose sounds so familiar, man. I'm horrible with names, by the way.
Yeah, no worries. He's a big YouTuber. He's got 400,000 or 500,000 subscribers, and he knows Graham Stephen, and I know that's actually how I found you through his channel. But they're doing this like $1,000 grow your dough challenge for the year, where everyone starts with $1,000 on the 1st of January and tries to see how big they can make it doing different things throughout the year. And since I do real estate and 1,000 is not really a whole lot to start with buying properties, I was like, okay, well, how do I do this? And I've just started doing the eBay hustle, the going to flea markets and stuff. And it has been more fun than anything I've done in a while because it's just some of the
Yeah.
stuff you find is just crazy.
And you know what? That's what I like about eBay as well. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. You don't know
Yeah,
what you're gonna find, and you don't know how much it's gonna sell for. But just the journey, and that's one thing I try teaching in my channel. That I'm not telling you to go start a business for the money. Go start a business, see if you enjoy it. Start as a hobby and grow it to make money.
absolutely.
Yep. So, I'm ready for the interview. If
Yeah,
you
let's
are,
do it.
yeah.
All right,
Let's
so I'm recording on. It looks like Skype is recording, and then I'm definitely recording on my screen share right here. So we're good either way.
Sounds
Um,
good.
let's man, this is I'm just gonna. I guess we'll just roll right into this.
Hey,
Hey
wait,
everybody. Oh,
wait. When do you do your podcast? Every Sunday?
I post them on Fridays.
Fridays? Hey, man, just letting you know, anytime you need an extra guest, I'm more than willing.
Oh man. All right. Well, we might have to bump you in there then, and we can do that, and we can do a long form. But we'll just do a short, easy, sweet, not scripted, fun little chat, and I'm
Yeah,
excited.
let's do it.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm here with Reyes, the entrepreneur. So I met Reyes. I guess I haven't gotten to meet Reyes yet, but through YouTube. And I saw him through Graham Stephen, one of the real estate guys I follow. And I just, his videos about his hustle and just the different side hustles he's doing, they're so cool, so much fun to watch. So when he mentioned the other day that he was looking to kind of do some interviews with other people and help out other fledgling YouTube channels like mine, which is
Yeah.
growing, I was super excited and jumped on the opportunity, shot him a message, and here we are. So, Reyes, why don't you tell my guys a little bit about yourself?
All right. Well, first of all, man, I just want to let you know, thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity for the interview. I'm always looking for more experience. For the people that don't know me, my name is Reyes Entrepreneur, and I run a YouTube page called Reyes Entrepreneur where I teach people how to start a small business just to bring in extra income. But the way I teach it is I don't tell you how to do the business. I show you by me actually doing it. So recently, I've grown a vending machine business, have 20 locations. I've
That's
grown an
awesome.
eBay business, make about $1,500 in the last 60 days. I've done a shirt business where I was doing that full time, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to know about an extra hustle, and look, I'm not telling you you're gonna become a millionaire, but what I am telling you, if you find a hustle that you enjoy and you grow it, you're gonna make some extra money on the side. And that's pretty much
That's
it.
Yeah, that's awesome. You mentioned you did Postmate. You were driving for Postmates right before we started talking.
So I'm always here's the thing. I love starting businesses and I love finding different ways of making money. So before this interview, I was driving for Postmates and I actually had my first delivery. Man, I was nervous. you gotta go get the food. You got pretty much you skip the line and you go straight to the counter and say, "Hey, I have an order for this person." They give it to you. You take it back and you make some money. And you know how much money I made on my first trip of Postmates?
No, how much?
$5 before tip. So hopefully I made a good impression. So you tip me.
All about that customer service.
Yeah. Oh man, I come back. I go all the way back to customer service. I've done McDonald's. I've done Denny's, becoming a server. Man, I've had over 30 jobs since I was 21.
What's your favorite one so far?
My favorite job is YouTube, hands down. Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing about a job. It's a job, meaning someone's telling you what to do, when you clock in, when you clock out. And look, I'm not saying quit your job. If you love your job, you love what you do, you love your coworkers, great for you. But me personally, I just don't like people telling me what to do, when to wake up, how to dress, and I love having control of my life. That's me personally. And that's pretty much it. YouTube gives me that freedom. And to be honest, I've never made so much money in my life. And hopefully
you got a
just
pretty
keep
big
growing.
following.
But here's the thing. It took me 3 years to get here. It didn't happen overnight. I put in the work and the time.
Yeah. But it's fun though. Like what you were saying is, so I joke with people all the time because I'm like, well, I'm in the Marine Corps, so my channel started off as everything you would imagine from a Marine who doesn't know how to speak, teaching himself how to speak and film and edit and all that other stuff all at the same time. But the reality is, like, I really enjoy getting to wake up and you script out what you want to say and then giving a message and saying what I want to say and knowing, I don't know, it's whatever you want to do, and I think that's what's so much fun about it for me.
So let's jump into the next question. Yeah, let's go. Let's jump into the next question.
All right.
Hey, do you usually write your scripts?
I have a list of questions out for like my podcast or whatever, but when I'm just doing this, I just prefer to keep the conversation flowing.
There you go. I love that, man. Let's go for it. I think there might be a little delay though.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll figure it out. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah. But can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
I could hear you.
Yeah, you're totally right. There's a delay.
Let's do it. It's like it's working. Yeah, so after I talk or you talk, we'll take like a 2-second break. Something.
We'll make it work. This is awesome. Yeah. I love it. All right. Okay, so what got you started? Like, what made you decide that this was what you wanted to do with your YouTube channel? Was start like entrepreneurial businesses and learn and teach people how to do it? Because that's a really unique and cool idea.
So here's the thing. When I was younger, I used to love helping people by teaching them. I would let people cheat on my math test because I would take the opportunity to teach them the equation. And I just felt so good. Eventually, in high school, I was going to go to school to become a math teacher. But that's when I got started into the shirt business. I started low budget. And then I went to community college, graduated, and I was about to go to a 4-year college, Fresno State, when I decided I don't think I want to go that route because I didn't want to be in debt. And my heart wasn't into becoming a math teacher because it's a regular job. When people tell you what you want to be when you grow up, you give them that, I want to be a cop, I want to be a teacher. But my heart wasn't in it. So I decided to gamble and don't go to school and try growing my shirt business. And that's where it all started, man. I combined entrepreneurship with my passion of teaching. And then in 2015, I decided to combine them into a YouTube channel. And here I am today.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. Because I'm kind of the same way as far as enjoying teaching. And the more I do it, the more I realize that this is something I could do for a while. But teaching, what I want to teach. Not scripted and not being told what to do, which is kind of goes back into why I like YouTube so much.
Yep. Me too, man. I'm the same way. I love teaching people what I want to teach them and what I think they should learn. Because there's a lot of people that teach, but they mainly teach what they've learned through books or somebody else. Nah, I give you that first-hand experience in my videos.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos on the vending machines, going to the
Yeah.
locations, checking out how much each location's making. And it's not even something I'd ever really thought about doing, but that's really cool. Because I have vending machines in like one of my apartment buildings. I've thought about putting a vending machine in there next to the washer dryers for a little bit extra change. And now I'm like, hey, this would be really easy and it would actually work.
And you know what? The candy machines, the Gumball, the M&M ones, they're all right. You make about $15 to $20 profit. If you have a good location. But what I'm getting into is the soda and snack machines, the big ones,
Oh
because
yeah,
that's where the money's at.
really? I'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, man. Because you buy a soda for 25 cents, you sell it for 75 for $1. Man, you can't beat those profits.
No, it's a pretty good spread.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm looking into. Hopefully, I get my first machine by the end of the week, and of course, I'm gonna make content about it. Hopefully, the easy part is buying the machine. The hard part is finding a good location. Because I
Yeah.
have some machines that are only making like $5 a month, and it depends on locations, man.
It's like everything, right? That's the big thing in real estate. Location, location, location.
Yep. The same thing with the vending machines.
Yeah,
Good location, you're gonna make good money.
that's awesome. So, what do you think? You're starting Postmates. Do you have another business in mind after that, or do you just kind of take it one at a
Oh
time?
yeah, I have like the next 5 to 7 hustles planned out already. After Postmates, I'm doing Grubhub, Uber Eats, Lyft, DoorDash, and then after that, I'm buying my first vending machine, and then I'm doing eBay drop shipping. A video's coming up later this week, and that's pretty much it right now. But I only try doing 2 or 3 hustles at a time because
Yeah,
it takes time. For example, the vending machine, I already started filming, but my videos, I like showing results. I don't like showing you the beginning. I like showing you the beginning, middle, and end, and all the mistakes and problems in the middle.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
super exciting. And that's why I like watching your stuff because it's every video you watch, you're like, oh man, hey, oh that's good to know.
yeah. Here's one of the things is that you know what? I'll be honest. Some of my thumbnails they're a little bit too like I have a fat stack of money. I'm flexing, how the kids say it. But that's how I get people to watch my videos. But I use the opportunity to drop that free 99 knowledge in there, so to teach them something. Just how I
Yeah,
said, I used to let kids copy off my math homework, and you took the opportunity to teach them something. I pretty much show off the money so people could watch my videos, and I take the opportunity to teach them something.
that's super cool. I really like what you're doing with your channel. So I'm kind of thinking about doing something similar, to all your Uber and all that stuff. So I'm looking at I'm going to be stationed in San Diego next coming this summer over by Camp Pendleton, and I'm looking at living in an RV for 2 years. But I was
Yeah.
looking at okay, well I could live in a mobile home and for dirt cheap in San Diego prices, and but then I saw they make semi trucks that are like have a little mini RV as the cab, and I was like, what if I lived in one of those? And then I drove on the weekends for a big company, and now my house is making me money. I don't know if it's going to be feasible, but I'm going to look into it. We'll see how much more expensive one of those trucks is than a normal RV, but if the
Yeah,
juice is
man.
worth the squeeze, it'd be fun.
Hey, of course, man. That's one thing about business that you just have to give it a try and see if it gives you results and see if you enjoy doing it.
That's
And
it.
I'm actually about 3 hours away from San Diego, so if you ever come down, hit me up.
Where are you at?
Fresno, California.
Oh yeah. I know where. Yeah, I'll definitely swing by because I've got family up by the Bay Area. So I'll
Yeah.
be you'll have to check out my awesome new RV that I haven't bought yet. But
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm excited for it.
so what do you think separates? So I hear people ask questions like this all the time, but people who make it in business or side hustles and people who don't, like, what's the key? What do you think? I know it's a really crazy off the wall question.
So pretty much you're asking me what's stopping people what stops people from doing their
Yeah,
hustles? No passion. No passion for it. Because the money, I'm gonna tell you something, the money's gonna come and go. And the money's gonna be here and then tomorrow it might be there. But the passion is what keeps you going. Man, that's it. They're not passionate or to be honest, they're full of excuses. They might try something and they're gonna give up at the very first thing that comes up, and that's one of the reasons people quit. Because everybody goes through difficulties, and everybody's gonna get that wall in front of them, and they're gonna be like, "How do I get past this?" And the people who figure it out go on and become successful, and the people who don't, I don't know what they do.
I hear you. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's and I think it's fun. For me, it's fun. Like the challenge and the saying like, screw it, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
You know, I told you before we started recording, I have this one deal that it went south, it didn't work out. And it was a big risk. It was a big gamble to get into that deal. And I was looking at it, you know, before we started, like, oh, I don't know, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? And ultimately, I was like, you know what? Either way, it'll make a great story. Let's do it and see what happens.
Yep. And you know what? That's part of business. In every business, I got burned somehow. For example, in my shirt business, there was this car club that wanted a lot of shirts. So I made them, and I made sure they give me a deposit before I started to make sure, hey, at least I cover my loss if they never pay me the rest. So I made the shirts, and when I messaged them and told them to pick up, they're like, all right, we're going to go get them. But when they got to my house, they said, oh, can we pay you on Wednesday? Because we don't have the money. Wow, you couldn't tell me that over text before you came to get the shirts? And here's the thing, they owe me like $300. And this was about 16 months ago. They never paid me.
Oh.
And I mean, that's just part of business. And you know what? $300 is not a lot like yours. Yours is a lot, bro. But
it'll work out.
Yeah. And you know what? That's it, man. Oh, right. Recently, I just got burned on YouTube. Someone copyrighted like 10 of my videos.
I saw that.
Yep. So pretty much this is what happened. Somebody from another country said, hey, Reyes is using my song, and I want all the money the videos make. So here's the thing. When someone claims your video, they keep all the money until you show proof. And 3 weeks went by because I fought it first, and I lost because I didn't have the right proof. So I had to message my music person where I get my music from and say, hey, I need a license saying I have permission to use the songs. 3 weeks later, I got the permission, submitted it, I won. But here's the thing. All the money that those videos made during the copyright claim, they kept.
That's a bummer because, I mean, once you get some videos spinning and they got high views, that could be a pretty substantial chunk of change.
$3,000. I lost $3,000 during that time.
It boggles me. People blow my mind sometimes. Like, come on, you got nothing better to do with your life? You know, you can start your own business. Someone smart enough to know how to do that and copyright infringe like that, it's probably smart enough to understand enough to start their own business somehow, right?
But you know what? That's a common hustle in YouTube, to be honest. Everybody gets like that.
I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. I was kind of flattered. I had my first copyright infringement a month ago. I made this really gnarly infographic about real estate. And I had it designed. It was only like $20 or whatever for the guy to make it. It was really nice, and I mean it did very well. It went viral on Instagram. I think it's still in the top 9 for like every hashtag I put it on. So it did very well. And then someone tagged me on Facebook and was like, "Hey, I've seen this image before." And the guy had literally taken the infographic and cut the top line off that had my logo and my name and put his name, you know, very poorly photoshopped over the top of it. And I was like, well, that's kind of flattering, but at the same time, like, here's this guy who's kind of a guru in his own right. I shot him a message, or I posted on the page, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm flattered, but here's the original, and could you either take yours down or at least tag me for the credit, since you clearly, like, this wasn't a mistake. This was an intentional thing.
Yeah.
It disappeared very quickly. And the guy's really nice to me now and, like, tries to, like, buddy up to me, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But, you know, it was kind of flattering, but mine wasn't costing me any money for him to steal it. I would be pretty upset if someone did that to me on YouTube, but that was costing me money. It's a whole different story.
Yeah. But I mean, part of business.
That's it.
Part of business.
All right, so YouTube's your favorite. What is your big secret to YouTube? Because you were doing something right.
Here's the thing. YouTube, it's all about the audience. Find out what your audience likes to see. Give them what they want to see. Be consistent. That's it. You could do that. You're going to be successful in YouTube. Well, I notice my audience likes to see is the money. How much did I make doing this? How much did I make doing that? Because when I first started, it took me a while. I've been doing YouTube since 2015, and I just started making money a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So for that time, I took that time, to learn what do I like doing and what does my audience like to see. I've done so many different types of content, and it turned out people love seeing the hustle, the grind, and that's exactly what I'm giving them, and that's exactly why I've grown. In the last 2 months, I've gained about 100,000 subscribers.
Man, that's awesome. And that's only going to keep growing, which is what's cool.
Yep, exactly, man. I'm trying to hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year,
I
but
think
I'm grateful for whatever I get. To be honest with you.
yeah, you're killing it. I mean, that's a tough goal, but I think you can do it. And that's the thing, you got to have hard goals, right?
Here's the thing: aim really high, aim to the moon, and even if you can't get to the moon, you'll be among the stars. You ever heard that before?
I have. I love that quote. I love really. There's so many quotes out there like that, but the point is, yeah, exactly that. If you set your goals, oh, I did 5 pull-ups yesterday. Let me see if I can get 6 in 2 months. Like, okay, anyone can do that. How about you try to do 6 tomorrow, or 10 in 2 months, or whatever.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself. All right. Well, hey, Reyes, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time, but what is if you had to give like one piece of advice to anyone looking into starting a business, like what would you say?
Okay, I would tell them figure out what you want from the business. Do you want more money? Do you want to enjoy it and be passionate about it? Do you just want more free time? Figure that out, and then after that, go after it. You want something you're passionate about? Start a hobby, grow it, and then figure out a way on how to make money. You want just the money? You want to focus on just the money? Go find easy hustles you could do. For example, we were talking about the eBay. That's if you find the right product, you're gonna make money.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty much it. Pretty much figure out what you want from the business and then figure out how you could get it. I know it sounds easier said than done, but hey, if there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, hey, Reyes, I'm not going to take too much more of your time, but this has been awesome. I definitely would love to. One of these days, I'll swing up to Fresno. We'll have to. We'll see if I end up doing the RV trucking. We'll have to talk about how the business is going.
Yeah. And then just letting everybody know you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Raised Entrepreneur. And let me know. Let me know where you find me.
Yeah, absolutely, and definitely go check out his content. His YouTube channel is so much fun to watch.
Thank you,
Awesome.
man. Thank you. And once again, thank you for the opportunity to be an interview by you.
Well, thanks for letting me chat.